Have you ever stopped to think about what your computer is doing right now? I mean, really doing? It's performing billions of tasks every single second. But how? Well, today, we're going to take a peek inside its brain, the central processing unit, or as you probably know it, the CPU.
Seriously, as you're watching this, what's actually going on inside that box? What is its brain thinking? It might seem like some kind of impossibly complex magic, but it all boils down to one surprisingly simple process that just repeats itself over and over.
At the very heart of all this is the central processing unit. The best way to think of it is as the director of your computer. It's a component that's responsible for carrying out every single command and running every program you use.
So how does it manage all of that? Well, it's not with one single complicated action. Instead, the CPU is constantly repeating a simple, lightning-fast three-step dance. It's this endless loop that powers everything, from a simple click of your mouse to, yep, this very explainer.
This process has a name, the fetch-execute cycle. And it's just 3 steps: fetch, decode, and execute. These 3 actions are the secret to everything your computer is capable of. So, let's break them down, one by one.
It all starts with step 1, fetch. And you know what? It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. The CPU's first job is to grab, or fetch, its next instruction from the computer's memory.
To make this concrete, imagine your computer's memory. Its RAM is like a giant wall of mailboxes, each one with its own unique address. The CPU goes to a specific address, let's say mailbox number 101, and pulls out the letter that's inside. That letter is the instruction. So the fetch step is all about retrieval. The CPU is given an address, it zips over to that location in RAM, and it pulls the instruction waiting there. Simple as that. But what does it do with that instruction once it has it?
Well, that brings us right to step 2, decode. Just grabbing the instruction isn't enough. The CPU now has to figure out what it's being asked to do. It has to translate that command into an action it can actually understand.
So that instruction it just fetched isn't just one thing, it's split into 2 distinct parts. The first part is the actual command, the action, like add. The second part is the data it needs to perform that command on, like the number 5.
And these 2 parts have specific names. The opcode is the operation, that's the action verb. The operand is the data that the action applies to. So add is our opcode, and 5 is our operand. The CPU now knows exactly what it's supposed to do. Which brings us to the final and most important step, execute. The CPU has fetched the instruction, it has decoded it, now it's finally time to actually do the work.
To finish our example, this is where the instruction is finally processed. A special part of the CPU, called the arithmetic logic unit, or ALU, steps up to the plate. It's the part that does all the heavy lifting, all the math and logical comparisons.
The ALU takes our operand, the number 5, and it performs the command from the opcode, which was add. It physically performs the calculation, adding that 5 to whatever number it was working on. And just like that, the job is done.
And that's the entire dance. Fetch, decode, execute. And the instant it's done, the cycle starts all over again. And again, and again, and again, repeating over and over, billions of times a second.
You know, what's truly mind-blowing is the sheer speed of it all. This 3-step cycle isn't happening once a second. It's happening billions of times every single second inside your computer right now. It requires incredible speed and perfect precision. Which leaves us with one final thought. With billions of operations happening every second, what happens when just one of those tiny steps goes wrong? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.